Hello, this is Ashwini from 6 Hours Incorporated, the founder of 6 Hours Incorporated, and you're watching 6 Hours Media, the YouTube channel. Um, I hope you guys are all doing great. I'm so sorry I was not here for a long time, although I have made a promise that I'm going to come back with a renewable energy video, which I did not. So apologies for that because I'm a full-time father, a full-time employee, and a husband, and I'm also running my own business, or at least it's brewing. I have got a couple of clients there already. Maybe more on that later. But actually, I really did not have any time. So, and even today, I really did not have the content I'm going to present to you. But I did not want you guys to just come here and just see that I'm still alive. No, instead, let me just give you some gyan here, coming from the sales. Side of the business, I have definitely done a lot of sales. So what exactly I have sold, how I have sold, maybe that's later. But I asked ChatGPT, like, what is it that I can maybe, I asked ChatGPT to ask me questions related to the expertise that I bring in. So ChatGPT has thrown like 4 or 5 questions or 6, 7 questions. I'm not sure. I haven't really seen those questions at all. This is the first time I'm going to see those questions and give you the answers while I'm making this video. And the motive of these videos is to create community and do not use any kind of filters or pre-planned structure or scripts or anything like that. I want to keep it that way. Let's see how long we can survive with this kind of scheme. Now, anyway, so let's just simply dive into the questions here. So the first question ChatGPT has asked me is, why do prospects ignore salespeople? Okay, that's a very good question, because if you get the answer for this, you would not make a mistake to the next prospect, which means the chances of you getting the response is much higher. So, there could be multiple reasons why salespeople get ignored fairly quickly. The number one reason in today's date, the number one reason is they know that the message that you have sent is not written by you. That's number one reason. They can smell that the message which you have sent to their LinkedIn, or when you have sent an email to them, it's not written by you. So that's one, which means like whatever you're talking about in the email, or whatever you are claiming that you know about them, it's not you who knows about these things. It's the chat gpt, or it's the other AI that you have copied the message from. So they are the ones, those large language models are the ones who know about the prospect. So why would they even talk to you? They would themselves go to those LLMs and ask these questions or ask them to help, and they would give like thousands of suggestions, thousands of companies to reach out to. Why would they care to reach out to you? Okay. So the number one reason why salespeople get ignored is primarily is the messaging itself. The messaging is very, very annoying. It's really annoying. Like you know it's definitely one thing that when you are reaching out to like 100 people, how can you expect someone to not uh, you know uh, just write everything by hand? I get it, but maybe then you do not have to reach out to 100 people. Maybe you just want to reach out to maybe 10 or 20, or do your research first, create a list of 1,000 people, and then shoot out those emails. Like, that will be much quicker for you. So that's number one reason. Now, without taking much time, let's move on to the other reason. The other reason is that probably the person you're reaching out to, that's not even your prospect. Okay. So uh, if I want to sell, like, I'll give you a very good example. So Pager, for example, Pager was launched back in 90s, I think. I'm not sure, but I'm definitely aware of what Pager was. Many people who are watching this video probably not. So I'll tell you what it is. It was like a small device. You put it on your, it's as small as that it can fit into the tiny pocket of your jeans. So many people in the jeans, they have the tiny pocket. I think it's in all of the jeans, the pants. So it was as small as that. So when it was first launched, it was marketed only for doctors. Even though I do not remember one person who was carrying pager, but was a doctor. Okay, so it started with doctors, like for the emergency, for attending the patients and stuff like that. but then it later became a trend, and then everyone started, not everyone of course, but then many people started carrying that pager. It became like a status for them as well. But the point is that they did not start marketing to everyone around the world, right? They did not just say, okay, you know what, you need a messaging system, take this pager and keep it with you. Instead, they solved a problem, and they only specifically mentioned it to the doctors. That, hey, you know what, the doctors are the ones who need the assistance, who needs an emergency call as quickly as possible. So that's how they market it. So again, maybe whatever you're selling, maybe it's a good fit for the prospect in your mind. But is that how you want to package your product or services, whatever? So you need to pick a niche. You can pick one, two, maximum three, no more than three. Do not try more than three. If you're trying more than three, you may want to have more people in your team who can take care of different sectors or different industries for you. So that's a couple of reasons. I can definitely keep going on, but I don't want to make this video any longer. So let's just move on to the next question. What are the biggest mistakes SDRs make? Two of them I have already covered. That get rid of this AI bullshit. You don't want to write the messages. You want to feel connected with the prospects. You want to feel connected with who you're talking to. Like for example, me, I have been chasing prospects for I have chased them for months before I could actually get a meeting. But then uh, when I break the ice, when I start connecting with them, get their meetings, I think I don't remember any of my meetings which I have booked as an SDR not showing up to the call. Like this is also one of the challenges in SDR, being an SDR. Many of the SDRs, they book a meeting and then prospect ghosts them. The A shows up, the solutions engineer shows up in the meeting, the prospect does not show up. So that happened hardly. I can't remember when did that happen last time when I was an SDR. So because the kind of connection that I have made with the prospect already, that gives me the confidence that this guy definitely needs what I'm selling, and he definitely wants to listen to what I have to say, regardless whether that deal converts or not. But then most often than not, the deal has converted. So you want to make the relation. You don't want to be in the crowd. You want to be different. You really want to get to know your prospect. You really want to spy on their activities on LinkedIn, what exactly they are doing. But it does not mean that you want to start calling out, hey, you know what, you like this football team on LinkedIn. I also like that football team. You know what? Let's just be friends. That's not how it works. That's definitely not how it works. Like, you gotta make sure that what they're doing, that just start collecting those, clues that the prospects are leaving on their social print, social media print, or is that even a word? Footprints, rather. So start picking up from there, and then create a message, and then create the message in your head. Like, are you doing the right thing? Is it, or you're just doing it because you're running behind the number of meetings that you were asked to? So again, those are few things that I can talk about, and I'm only talking about these things because my own brand that I'm launching, or I haven't, as I said, 6 Hours Incorporated. I have a couple of clients there, but not a lot. I don't want a lot right now. Again, not trying to deviate from the topic here. So what I mean by that is, like, if you go to their website, go to my website, 6 Hours Incorporated, 6hoursinc.com, you would see that I always talk about human touch in any of the sales process. People buy from people. Many would disagree with me, but people do buy from people, or you have to have the best marketing team, so that they can you increase the inbound flow. Anyway, so those are a couple of things. I hope this answers the question. So now it says, how many calls should a salesperson make every day? I would say 20, at least 20 calls, 60 emails every day. In cold calling, is cold calling dead? Why do some salespeople consistently outperform others? Okay, there are two separate questions. Sorry. So is cold calling dead? Let me answer that question. It's not dead, but it's not as alive as it used to be. because now people have AI. So the moment you make any phone calls, people have AI answering that first, and they would say, "Hey, thank you for calling. Can you tell me your name and the reason for your call, and let me see if the person is available." There, the moment you get something, that kind of voice, just hang up. There's no point wasting your time there. But I have also tried, like, I try to leave the messages like, "Hey, you know what? I'm calling you from this company, and this is the reason for my call because I think this service or product that I'm selling can really help you." Many times, prospects have answered. Cold calling is not dead, but yeah, the penetration has become more difficult for callers. But if you can get to the prospect through cold calling, if the prospect has answered, that has the best chance of you getting the meeting versus any other model. So cold calling still wins in that way. It's just the penetration of it has become really difficult. Now, what the second question, I read it already. Why do some salespeople consistently outperform others? Because they have no other life. No, but I would say many salespeople, and sorry, that was my charge, and I just moved my laptop a little. So many salespeople outperform because they have the motive. They have the motive to start the day every day. It could, for many people, it could be just the fun of talking to customers and prospects. It could be the fun of exploring the company they're representing and what else the company can do. It's just the fun of that, or it could just be money. The money is so good that the salespeople are so inspired, and they're consistently just outperforming other people. Uh, if the salespeople are consistently outperforming others, it's a good sign. Many salespeople who are outperforming others would not like their secret sauce to be taught to other sales guys either, because which I think is the saddest approach. So if you're a good salesperson, give the advice, give the learning to the juniors that work with you. That's always keep that in mind. And why do they outperform? In a simple way, I could only say that they have found their motivation, or they have found the way to keep themselves motivated. Um, yeah, like, why do some cameramen outperform the others? Because they found the pictures they always wanted to capture. They always found something that they always wanted to capture in their camera. It just pretty much the same for salespeople as well. Um, Now, what separates a top performer from an average performer? Now, I would say is, discipline is, what do you call that? It's overrated. Yeah, many would not agree, but discipline is overrated. What I would say, uh, you have to fall in love with what you're doing. Whatever you're selling, you need to be critical about your own product and services. So how I used to do it and how I still do it is, whatever I'm selling or pitching in, or a product or service, whenever I'm doing it, I always try to ask those critical questions that can come from the customers themselves. I always try to ask those questions, and if I'm able to answer those questions, then of course I would be able to sell better. But if I am not able to answer those questions, then there's no point. So the best salespeople that I know they have most of the answers, not all the answers, because people who have all the answers, they are the worst salespeople. But the great salespeople or top salespeople always have most of the answers. So that's definitely one of the differentiators. Um, yeah, so I think that's pretty much it. I have answered all these questions, and if you have any comments, anything that you want to talk about, do let me know. And I think I have already exceeded. I thought of targeting like 10 minutes video, but it has definitely gone more than that. So let me just go ahead and upload this one, and I hope you watch it, enjoy it. If you have any questions, do let me know. And thank you so much for watching. Do subscribe to my channel if you want to. If not, that's absolutely fine. Take care and have a wonderful, wonderful day. Bye.